I do have a life hack that I like to share with everyone. I tested out a couple days ago, and I confirmed it last night. Actually, more like this morning. And does anyone in here sleep with a CPAP? Just me?
No.
Okay.
Supposed to.
So I have sleep apnea, and I use a breathing machine and a mask. And Peyton, your dad has one,
Yes.
right? I think Nick has one. So one of the things that I realized, and I'm sure everyone can relate to this, is a lot of times I go live on TV a lot. Mm-hmm. And when I'm on TV, I see these marks on my face. Right? And I don't know, do you see them right now? I usually have them right here. You can't see them, can you? Oh, you can't.
See any.
Oh, you can't.
But I have seen them before.
You've seen them before, right? So I have these, I'll have a mark along the top of my forehead, and then I'll have these marks on my cheeks. And I just got so sick of it seeing it on TV. I was like, how can I fix that? Get this. I love Lululemon underwear. Okay. So I was, there was a point where I was looking for good underwear, and I was into this Calvin Klein phase. And then my sister got me this Lululemon underwear one pair. And I loved it. So I ended up going and buying a whole bunch of different underwear from Lululemon. I couldn't find the same pair she got me, and I bought it as a different kind. So I was wearing I've been staying in hotels a lot lately, and I was using the little cloth, the little tiny rag. What do you call that?
Like a washcloth?
The washcloth. And I was putting it on my forehead for the machine, and it was kind of working, but it was too thick. And so what I ended up doing, and I changed it 2 nights ago, but here I figured out what it is I literally wear the underwear on my head like a hat. I put the Lululemon underwear on my head like a hat. I pull it down over my ears, and I pull it down to my chin. Okay? The underwear. Then, now I have a mouth guard in because I grind my teeth. Then I put the CPAP on, so it covers up the markings of my face. Then I put the noise canceling headphones on over my ear.
What a sight.
I know.
Is any of that comfortable? Like, can you sleep at all like that?
Well, if I couldn't, I wouldn't. I'd be like,
I mean, yes, I have comfortable at all.
Well, it's very comfortable. That's how I sleep now. Like, I literally cannot sleep without these noise canceling headphones. And the underwear is very comfortable. It's very thin. Lululemon underwear is very, their clothes. They're fantastic. I mean, I'm going to take a picture of it and pitch it to them as an ad.
They're very breathable.
Like, I'm going to be like, hey, Lululemon underwear isn't just for your huevos. Yeah, it's for your face. It'll help your sleep apnea.
Many uses.
Yeah. So I woke up this morning and I ran to the mirror and I was like, oh my God, no marks. So now no one can tell I have sleep apnea. Because I'd be out before. I've had it before. I'd be somewhere and someone goes, sleep apnea? Like in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I got the marks. And I'd be like, yeah. So now I don't have the marks. So I highly recommend that.
What a great day.
That's fantastic.
So take that life hack with you. Get you to your friends. If you got sleep apnea, I will take a picture of it. I thought of that this morning. I should have taken a picture and posted it. But if my wife ever divorces me or whatever, I will never meet a woman. A woman will never spend the night with me. Good night. Let me put my underwear on my head. There's just no way. There's just no way.
That'd be so embarrassing.
So embarrassing. At what point, I've been with her for many, many, many years. How will I ever get to that point with another person?
You wouldn't.
I won't, right? How can I ever get to that point where it's like, hey, I have underwear I put on my head.
I'm going to come in here. Things might look a little strange. Just be cool.
Yeah. Even like tooting in front of somebody, I know you can get there, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know how you get to, I'm putting underwear on my head, breathing machine, and then headphones.
And mouth guard. Don't forget the mouth guard.
Mouth guard's easy. Mouth guard's easy to pull off. My kids wear mouth guards. So let me tell you something else happened yesterday. I have a certain pair of tennis shoes that I love. They're like Air Force Ones, but they're not Air Force Ones. They're called Bapes.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it. I bought a pair of Bapes, like say 6 months ago. They're the most comfortable shoe I've ever had in my life. I love these shoes. And I went to the shoe store where I got them a couple weeks ago to see if they had any other ones. And it turns out that the ones I have, I didn't even realize were like a collab, kind of like Off-Whites with a certain brand. I didn't realize, and they upgrade the leather. I didn't know that. But the inside of the shoe is so comfortable. And I had the guy at the shoe store goes, oh, we don't have any more. And he goes, by the way, dude, your shoe's a little beat up, right? Because I'm pretty hard on shoes. And I was like, yeah, I know. I've had a couple people make comments to me. I forget where I was somewhere. We were somewhere, all of us. Oh, I think I was at Cars and Canines. This guy goes, dude, your shoes. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like they're banged up a little bit because they're all white. Mm-hmm. And so I was kind of getting a complex about being out in public with these shoes. So I was like, I washed the shoestrings. I took a cleaning thing that you got me for my birthday a while ago, Kyle, and I cleaned the shoes, and they still look beat up. So the guy at the shoe store tells me about a company in town that's what they do.
They restore the shoes?
Yeah, have you heard of this?
I mean, no, I haven't, but I feel like I'm following.
Like
Okay.
a shoe cobbler or something.
Right.
So like shoe cobbler is like old school. We'll put in the new soles.
No.
This
So-
is specifically for cool shoes.
Very cool shoe. So I walk into this, the place is called Many Worlds. It's called Many Worlds, okay? So the guy that runs it is out of Tucson, the cleaning guy. So when you walk into this store, by the way, it's beautiful. Half the store is all high-end shoes. They got Kobe's, they got Jordans, they got everything. I mean, I've never seen so many Kobe's in one store. Behind glass, they're beautiful. Then the other side, it's like a business. Like you go, you know when you go to get a car wash and they have so many different options of a car wash? It's like that for restoring your shoes. The guy sits down with me and he's got a sheet, a very fancy sheet. I had to sign the sheet. I had to check mark everything. It was like I was taking my kid to the doctor.
Wow.
And it was like, so we restore the shoes, we clean the shoes, we deep clean the shoes. Do you want the insides of the shoes done? Do you want the bottoms of the shoes done? And it was $30 for the simple service. It's $50 for this. It's $8 for the inside of each shoe, $8 for the outside of the shoe, and it's 5 business days, and your shoes will be ready. I'm like, damn.
Wow.
I know. I was
A lot of choices. How do you even pick?
Because I just wanted the basic for my outside of my
okay.
shoes. They're still kind of new. Then I brought a really, really old pair of shoes that I wore to Fusan in 2008 that are my favorite Air Force Ones ever.
The duck boot looking ones?
No. They're different ones. They're orange backs. So I go, hey, I have these too. And they're really beat up and torn up. And he's like, look, those are pretty beat up. And he goes, I suggest you get yourself a self-cleaning kit. Clean them yourself because we'll destroy them if we try to clean them. Like, he wasn't trying to get my money. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
That's nice.
Like, it was just but I was just so blown away by how professional they were. And so I'm excited to see how they're going to look like in 5 days.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it was like I walked out of there like, what did I just do? They're tennis shoes.
That is
Like,
so
I've never
cool.
cleaned my shoes in my life.
Right.
Oh, and it's hard to clean white shoes and leathers. Like, I have these Jordan 4s that I just demolished. And my boyfriend gets so upset with me because they were, like, kind of expensive because I went and bought them at a resale store.
Yeah, they're expensive. like, my
and
shoes
they're
were expensive
so
shoes.
I'm sure the $80 to get your shoe restored is well worth the money. I would totally do it.
Did it come with $80?
No, I'm just kind of assuming maybe that's what the math was, is that you spent. I would
No, it was 30. I did 30, and it was $8 to do the bottoms of the shoes, right? And I'm like, after he told me that, I was like, well, I'm going to walk on them. I don't need that. So I did the insides of the shoes.
Oh, okay.
And those are $8. $8
That's
for
so
the
worth
inside.
the money to me.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too. So it's 38, 30, maybe $50
Yeah.
probably. Yeah, so I'll know in 5 days.
Let me
I
know.
should have took a
That's cool.
picture before and after.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
should
Dang
have.
it.
There's probably
How
a
did
picture
you know?
of
You
them.
take a picture of everything.
I'm trying to not have my phone with me all the time. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying
Yeah.
to disconnect from the phone.
You need to just get like a GoPro and attach it to your head. Just walk around.
Why not? Add it on top of the underwear.